All right, well, welcome back, everybody, if you can see me. So as you can tell, it's nighttime. We are out on the coast, the Gulf Coast of Florida right here. Got a couple guys with me back here in the dark, and I've been invited a couple different times and finally said yes to do a little gigging. So we're gonna try for some sheephead and mullet and whatever else we can get on the end of the gig that's legal. So bear with us. We'll try to make the best of it with a little bit of light that we got, but I think we can make something happen. First mullet, and he's tiny. All right, so 7, right? Boy, these redfish, I wish we could gig them. You don't miss, do you?
Yeah, I do.
Ah! Right in the head. I hope them things taste like sheephead.
They good. Brown squares off.
What do they taste like?
Real bland. Sweet, white. Not strong at all.
You don't ever see worms in them that size?
Maybe one.
Right. Yeah, but they 4 foot deep. Look at them. Woo! Oh man, I shouldn't even got that. You want me to shake that off? Alright, 22. Son, that's a good looking one. Yep.
That's gonna be about 20.
Yep. That's the way I need them. 21. Oh, this hurts me. Oh, scraping across this. There's old mullet, ain't little. Oh, son, you're quick. You are quick. Dang it. Dead eye right there now. Man, he don't miss, does he?
Practice makes better.
Yeah.
There.
Get him. Dang.
I didn't get it stuck to it.
But I... Ah!
You got drum?
Nah, I ain't eating that old nasty thing.
Big drum right there.
I,
want him?
I'm not eating it.
Oh, good.
All them dang worms on it.
Oh, it's just right side. Those bigger than that.
Actually, you know what? I have heard the ones this size would blow your mind how good they are.
They are.
What you want in that drum? Yeah. This one was by a rock. I don't know if that was him. All right, set. Got him. Ah! Wasn't paying attention. Oh no! Look at there. Knocked him out of the water. Dang it! I know, I think I hit him in the head, man. That ain't worth keeping, is it?
Yeah, that's good.
I hit one in the head and he just started floating to the bottom. Oh, it's red. Oh, where's he at? Where's he? Yep.
He done come out and learned my gig too. Right?
Dadgum, that joker's got 9 lives. Yeah, I hit him in the head and he just goes bloop.
That there ain't coming off.
Woo!
Oh yeah, keep running.
That's a black drum, man. Yeah, if you stick them right through the top of the head, they don't get off.
That's big.
That one might be wormy, I don't know. We'll find out. Woo! Nice red. Got him. All right. Here we go. That's all right.
Oh, come on.
What's that, 47, 48? Huh? Oh, I bumped him. His 9-footer don't work. All right, we're gonna dump tonight's haul out right here in the middle of the road. Why not? Late at night, nobody's coming. Like, all right, here's tonight's haul. Dump that on the middle of the highway, nobody's coming. Why not? Good looking haul. All right, y'all, we just got back from that gigging trip a few hours ago. Caught a little bit of sleep. I've got these fish packed on ice. It has been pouring rain all morning. It's actually freezing cold, believe it or not. So I went ahead and threw a little bit of charcoal in the smoker, and then I'm gonna start layering some wood on top. And I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do these mullet. Typically, I smoke them with pecan. Do a mixture of oak and pecan today. Let me get this lit real quick, then we'll jump over and start cleaning the fish. All right, so typically I start my smoker with just a handful of coals. A couple blocks of some oak, and then I'll let this burn down for a little bit, and we'll start adding some pecan to it. That's one of my favorite woods to smoke fish with. And for those of you that thought I was joking about it being cold, temperature is dropping like crazy. We typically don't get pouring rain like several inches this morning with it this cold, including popping lightning. Such a weird morning, and just goes to show you how much of a difference a few hours can make. Just a few hours ago I was gigging on a boat, you know, in the Gulf of Mexico. It was cool, but it felt kind of good. Pouring rain shows up now and freezing cold. All right, as far as these mullet go, I'm gonna do them like I do most of my smoked fish. I leave scales and skin on. That's the side that I put down on the grate, and then smoke them just that way. When I pull them off, I actually pull the meat straight off the skin and dispose of it. So pretty easy to do. All right, so all I do is come down behind the head on this here mullet, cut down till I touch the backbone. And really, you can kind of go down the back like you see me do a lot of other fish, or you can just kind of turn your knife if it's plenty sharp. You can go straight through that rib cage. All right, now once you get that rib cage off, mullet have this kind of dark skin on the inside. Some people leave it and say it adds flavor. It does. It makes them very strong, which I don't like. So I tend to get rid of that black stuff. It actually scrapes out really easy with a knife. All right, and there it is. So we'll leave ribs and all in it. We'll actually pick those out a little bit later after they come off the smoker. But I'll go ahead and put them on a pan just like this, let them dry out, and we'll add seasonings in just a little bit. gonna finish cleaning up some of these mullet, and we'll move over to one of those black drum. That's gonna be a first for me. All right, now a first for me. I have never in my life ate black drum. You always hear about them being disgusting, wormy, and just nasty. However, I was watching a fishing show a few weeks ago, and a guy said the little small ones are actually a delicacy. They're great. They're usually worm-free, and they have an awesome kind of almost white meat to them, somewhat similar to a redfish, but I think the flavor is a little different. So when I was gigging last night with a friend of mine, we went over a few of them, and finally he was like, "Gig those things." I was like, "What do you mean? Nobody want no black drum." He's like, "Get them. The small ones actually taste really good. They got like a white, kind of almost bland meat, which is what I like. I don't like a real strong flavored fish. And just so happens you can have 5 a person within a certain size salt limit. It's pretty liberal. So we started gigging a few. I brought a few home. We're going to try it out. I think we're going to do some blackened fish tonight and pull out the old Blackstone griddle along with some mullet. So fingers crossed I don't open these up and they're wormy like I've always heard. So supposedly this is about the perfect eating size toward the bottom end of the slot limit. So I'm going to open it up and see if this meat is as good looking as some people claim that it is. And if so, that's awesome, because there was a bunch of these out there. I'll look forward to getting more. So I hope they're good. Golly, I hope they're good. Huh. Interesting. Let me show you all this. So this is very interesting. That is a very good looking piece of meat. I mean, white. It's got the red lines down. It looks almost like a redfish fillet, but even whiter and cleaner than a redfish fillet. Kind of excited about that. Almost wonder if I should keep these and grill them on the half shell to compare to redfish. I think I'm gonna have to do that. I said we were gonna do blackened fish. Looking at that, holy moly, that looks good. No parasites in it like you always hear. That's a really good looking piece of meat. I think we're gonna do black drum on the half shell. Boy, I've never said that before. That's gonna be a new one for Tiffany too. All right, I almost forgot to check. These have pin bones right here in the middle. I can feel them. So I'm gonna cut those out like I do normal other fish, bass, everything else. All right, so how I do that is this central red lateral line. The pin bones go back about halfway, so I'll just come in on either side, cut down to the skin. Don't cut through the skin though. All right, and just turn my knife and follow the skin over, running into that other cut. And we'll go back about that far. I can feel all those bones in there. Actually, see some of them sticking out right there. Now I should technically have a boneless fillet. Pretty good sized piece of meat right there. Perfect. And this is a little guy. All right, y'all, just got done cleaning the black drum that we brought home. And I will say I had one fillet on the larger one that had a little bit of parasites in it. So kind of had to cut out and dispose of that. But I've noticed the 2 small ones that I brought home. I mean, it's beautiful looking meat, especially that real small one I showed you. But I've made some fillets like this that I'm going to freeze in the freezer. And we're going to blacken these, I do believe, coming up. These will make excellent sandwiches. So the plan is, like I said, to freeze this up. If y'all are interested in watching me cook this, we've been talking about doing a cooking on our live stream on our other channel. Link is down in the description if you want to follow that channel. And I think we may cook these up on a live stream one day so you can see how they taste and my reaction immediately. So we might try to do that. We've been doing those live streams on Sundays, and we'll eventually bring them to this channel too after the holidays clear out and we get a little more time. So maybe not this coming up Sunday, but the next, probably toward the end of December. I think that'll probably be our next live stream. And this sounds good to try on the live stream, blacken some of these up. But overall, I'm impressed with how clean this meat looks. All right, I'm gonna let the mullet smoke up for a while and go freeze these, put them up, and that's a wrap. All right, got all these mullet ready, and it's looking like it's gonna be way more than I can even fit on my smoker, so we're gonna have to try real hard here. That's something I'm gonna be solving in the future on our other YouTube channel. I think it's time for a bigger smoker. We'll see if I can build one. All right, typically I don't tend to season my smoked fish a whole lot because I put them in dips, which is where a lot of this is going to go, and I'll add my seasonings in the dip. We got so many here. I am planning on eating some of these, you know, just straight off the fillet. So I'm just going to use some of this Creole seasoning. Otherwise, salt, pepper, and garlic works really well. But this has got a lot of salt and all in it, which fish really need. And we really like the flavor of Creole seasoning. So I'm just going to lightly dust these. Like I said, I'll add some more in my dip. We'll call it good. It's the smoke flavor is what we're really looking for here. All right, so I tend to run my smoker about 225 at grate level. That's important. I don't run 225 up top. That's why I put me a couple of temperature probes in low so I can really truly see what's going on. This always runs about 50 degrees higher up top. And every so often I'll periodically come out here and throw chunks of split pecan wood is what I'm gonna use now. Excellent flavor for fish. All right, so it's been a few hours. I pretty much let the smoker die completely out. Fish still a little warm. But here we go. I kind of moved them all away from the fire, and we've done nibbled on a few. So, still got a little mush to it, but overall mostly firm. You can see the meat's pulling back just the way I like it. Like I said, for dip, I actually prefer my mullet to almost be a little dried out because you're going to wet it back up with the ingredients. So here it is. I'm actually not going to show the dip off in this video because I've made several videos on dip. But what we are going to show is cooking that black drum up because I'm kind of excited about that. So what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to vacuum seal about half of them. I'm going to make dip with the other half. And believe it or not, smoked fish actually vacuum seals up and lasts quite a while. But mullet, for example, you can't just clean them and go seal them up. They don't do well in the freezer at all. But smoked completely changes it. Alright, so y'all seen me make this dish on the channel several times, and it's not because it's the only dish I know how to make, it's because we love it. But I thought I would make it one more time because it'd be an excellent comparison. So this is that black drum that we cleaned up earlier, and I typically cook this meal with red fish and red fish only, so red drum versus black drum. Thought this would be an excellent comparison. So very easy to do here. Alright, so what I usually do is take some Creole seasoning or blackening seasoning, put some on it. Keep in mind this is pretty salty, so definitely don't add salt. And it's got a nice kick to it. We absolutely love garlic here, so put a little bit of garlic on it. And it's as simple as that. That's it for seasoning. So now what I'll do is take some thin sliced butter, just kind of place it on it so whenever it heats up it'll melt down over the fish. Then I'll take some thin sliced lemon, lay over top of that. And you can't get no more simple. That's the other reason we love this dish. One, it tastes excellent, at least on redfish, and it's so simple to make. A few basic seasonings, You know, maybe pick up a lemon. Luckily, I have a lemon tree here, thanks to a subscriber actually that brought me one, and it's about that simple. This tastes so good. So again, scales on, skin on. That's the side you lay down over the heat on a charcoal or gas grill. I do gas for the convenience. And as soon as the meat turns white and flakes away from the skin, done, pull it off, take a fork, and it'll pull right off the skin. At least I'm hoping it will for black drum. This is the first time in my life I've ever ate black drum, so I'm very curious. But if there's one thing I've learned on this channel, eating things I've never ate before, we've been doing that over the last few months, Tiffany and I have, and we've discovered there's a lot of things that I've been told my life are trash, no good, that turned out to be wonderful. Some things, not so much. We'll see if this is one of those things. All right, y'all. So like I said, pretty simple. Got the grill heated. I'm gonna grab these fish, just throw them on. Yeah, maybe I should do the other way so I don't catch the scales. All right, and in the meantime, Miss Tiffany is over here with her brand new Blackstone griddle that she loves, and we're fogging y'all all up. And she's cooking some okra that was out of our garden, along with some seasonings and onions. She's cooking that down. So that's gonna be our side to go along with the fish. All right, y'all, I think these are ready. It's been probably, I don't know, 10 to 15 minutes. So we'll get these off right now. Oh, look nice and juicy. So all I did was just open one up, if y'all can see that. And as soon as I see that it's white and flaky on the inside, we call it good. Even if it's still juicy on the outside, you gotta keep in mind it's got butter and lemon juice all over it. So good. All right, y'all, so here it is, how we typically do. I really don't know what to expect, to be honest with you. I have never had black drum before. Neither of us have. She has no idea what black drum is. I know what it is, but I've never had it, so I don't know what to expect. But I can tell you the meat looked good when I cleaned it. So
Smells good.
Yeah, we're gonna try some now. So only way that I ever cook this meal right here is with redfish or bass. So compare it to that. Let me know what you think. If it's horrible, we'll tell you. If it's good, I'll give you some more, I promise you. So here it is. We'll peel some up off of this skin. As you can see, it is beautiful, white, steamy, straight off the grill. Go ahead and get you some too. Let's try some.
It's a very, I mean, it don't taste fishy at all.
Doesn't taste fishy at all.
Oh my gosh.
At all.
Wow.
And whenever I cleaned this fish, it didn't smell fishy.
Very mild.
Yep, mild is exactly right. Which is exactly how my friend described it to me. Does not taste as strong as redfish, which redfish has an excellent flavor, don't get me wrong. But I like a mild fish. She likes a strong fish.
I'm gonna even get some of that brown in there.
Yeah, there's some of the brown. That's where the strong flavor is going to be. Let me try to get some of that old red bloodline, which is typically a stronger taste.
I mean, to me,
Ooh.
I mean, I like a lot of fishier fish, so this isn't very strong at all.
All right, that was straight out of the middle, bloodline. Let's see if I can get some more for y'all. Oh, got a scale right there. Kind of dug through the skin. Trying to get as red as I can get. There. That is pure bloodline.
It's good.
I think it's really good.
Yeah.
Who would have ever known that was black drum? That's why I love trying the things that we've done on the channel, from the gar to the mudfish to black drum. A lot of this has surprised us. I'll say we're not the world's craziest about mudfish, but It's been good. It's been good.
I'm not very picky.
Yeah, maybe we're not. So I like it. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. I enjoyed Brian and Andy taking me out gigging. Thank you so much for that. And we're going to enjoy this. We got plenty more videos coming. It's been a tough road up to this point. I've tried deer hunting a lot. No success. We have tried bass fishing. Has not worked out. I went on several trips.
It's been a bad fishing year.
It has been. The winter has killed it too. So I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to get more videos out. We'll do some small game hunting and a little bit of fishing. So thanks so much for watching.